welcome back, everybody. It's been a while, but hey, here we are. Wow, long hiatus. I know. And we got to get back at it, not just for you, but for me. Because listen, it's normal. Sometimes life gets in the way and we kind of get derailed from what we want to do. That's okay. Don't feel bad about it. What's important, get back on track, right? So today we're going to do some chair stretches because obviously we spend a lot of time in the chairs, right? So we're going to start head to toe, focus a lot on that lower back and hips, and off we go. All right, so first we're going to do, obviously we're going to work up the neck, we get our neck stretches in. So hands on the hips. Now when you put your hands on your hips, guys, often most people have forward rotation of the shoulders. What you want to do is you want to bring them back and position your body in correct posture first. Then we bring that neck down. You're not pushing, you're relaxing into that stretch. You're letting that, 8-pound, 10-pound, in my case, probably a 15-pound head, let gravity just pull it down. There, you feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. All right, now we're going to go to the side. Same idea. We're not pushing our ear into our shoulder. We're letting our head sink over that side. Good. Not long, right? 10 seconds each side. Be relaxed into that stretch. Deep breath. And good. Perfect. Now, we're going to still working on the neck. We're going to take the chin. We're going to aim it towards the armpit. My cat is being weird. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, there you go, Ball. He's trying to find a box to get into. If he's getting into that box, he's peeing in it. All right, there we go. Here we go this way. Okay, can you get out, please? I don't trust you peeing in a box. All right, other way. Well, that ruined the whole thing, dumb cat. Oh, well. Nice, perfect. So now that I'm distracted, that's done. Let's grab a cup of coffee. Got one right here. Always need a sip. And of course, the water. Gotta stay hydrated, guys. All right. So now we're going to work on the shoulder. We're going to do two different things for the shoulders, okay? One, we're going to try to open them up. So here's what you're going to do. Connect your hands behind your head. Still got to keep your head and back straight, right? I don't want you leaning forward. Now your elbows are up. What you're going to do is you're going to bring them back and try to get them as level as you can get. Right? Not easy. You're going to hold it there. Deep breath. Good. And back. Right? So what happens, guys, whenever you do a motion, a position, you end up with what's getting called a stretch reflex. Your body is being stretched into a position it's really not used to, and it reacts because it doesn't know that it's okay. But this is why you go slowly, right? This is why I don't snap, right? You go slowly into position, and then you relax. Your mind is telling the body it's okay, we're good, we got this. And then you're going to feel, if you're paying attention, and often you'll see me close my eyes because I want to feel that moment where the muscle is tight and you just feel it like dissipating like tea in a hot cup of water. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do for the shoulder, and that is a little bit more advanced, so be careful, okay? Not everyone can do this. What we want to do is we want to increase the rotation of the shoulder inward, okay? So you're going to see I'm back here, all right? Holding nice and tight. Now you can hold this in a variety of ways. You can hold it this way. The importance is the arm that you're pulling. The other arm is not really important, okay? The arm that you're stretching is important. The other one, hold it whatever way is comfortable for you, okay? So here's what you're going to do. right? You're going to pull and you're going to slide upwards. So what you're going to do is you're going to reach a point where your shoulder can only stretch so far. And then you can let that arm bend. Don't worry about keeping that arm stiff, right? And now you see it looks like a bit compromising position. But this is how we're going to stretch out some of those rotator cuffs and tighter muscles. It's uncomfortable. So if it's uncomfortable for you, straighten the arm out, right? Because this will still do the trick. So yes, granted, I'm going pretty far, but you could go as far as this, right? That's the point. So what you do is you go until the point where, oh, it feels really tight, and you'll know. If you go slow, you'll know. Right? You don't need to be a scientist to know that if I go any further, this is going to hurt, right? We're in tune with our bodies enough. So you get to that point, you say, okay, that's as far as I can go before it hurts. And then just relax there. It's good. Right? And you're going to feel it stretching on the shoulder, the neck, the whole thing. This is how we increase our mobility. Slowly. But we'll get there. And back down. Good stuff. All right. Now, we're going to do some torso twists. Right? The idea is we want to stretch out those transverse abdominis in order to help us increase our mobility, especially when you're up and let's say you have to take something off the table and put it somewhere else. We don't want to pull our back out, right? Your transverse abdominis go all the way to the back. So we got to work these things out and make sure they're flexible, okay? So here we go. We're going to get the arms up. Why? Because that pushes the shoulders back and encourages that posture that we keep talking about. If you're like this, this, no. There you go. Look at that. Nice, right? Okay, so now slowly, you're going to turn and you're going to kind of imagine like you're trying to get your elbow in line with your chin. Right? Now, if you can go past, great. If not, that's fine. But you're going to feel the spot in which your body, here, the tension is hitting. And you reach that spot, and you're there. Deep breath. Relax into that stretch. Good. All right, other side. Here we go. Turn, turn, turn. Good. Deep breath. Good stuff. And back. That's it. See? See how easy that one is? You guys got it. Piece of cake. So that's it. Just one of those. Next, we're going to work on the lumbar region. Now, we're going to do two different exercises. Going to kind of do 3 stages so everyone knows. Let's say exercise, stretches. So the better off you are, the further you can go on this, okay? So here's what we're going to do. But the lumbar region, guys, this is your lifesaver. You need to fix this. Posture, first of all, right? So we spend our lives like this. Think about it from elementary school. Studying, and no one ever says, hey, unless you're in trouble, right? You're sitting at your grandma's house, she's like, back straight. But generally, right, we don't sit like this. We sit whatever the chair is going to hold. Right? If the chair is going to let us do this, we're going to do that, right? So we got to make sure we get our posture up and strong. So until then, we're going to relieve some of that tension and pain you have. First thing we're going to do, back straight, knees just nice and straight. Nothing, guys, it's not that fancy, all right? Just regular, just comfortable legs, okay? So you're going to first start by leaning forward, using your hands, keeping your back straight. Now, for those of you who have restricted mobility, this might be as far as you go for now, right? And you're going to feel that tension. And if that's the case, deep breath. Let that back relax. So you can see my back doesn't need to cave in order to relax. Your body wants to be in this position. But this, you're like, Chris, how do I hold my back in the proper posture if my back is relaxed? It's this. It's here, guys. You're holding yourself up, you see. So now you can relax that lower back because I'm that force pushing up from your knees up in your shoulders keeps that upper back straight and it's going to keep that posture going. If I cave these, right, I roll my shoulders down, my back bends, right? So let's just use that. Good, deep breath. Now, if you're like me, you're going to try to relax your muscles without letting your gut fall up. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right. Now, stage 2, if you're a little bit, if this is okay, this is easy. I can do this. Now let's try to come down onto our elbows. Again, keeping that back straight. There we go. Right? Just like that. Perfect. Now you're doing great. Okay? So, now, here we go. We're going to let you bend that back for the first time, but only in this scenario. Okay? So, we're going to open up our legs a little bit. So, also stretch your hips. Okay? And we're going to bring our hands down to touch the floor. Okay? So, let's go nice and slow now. We relax into that stretch. Good. And from here, just relax. Deep breath. Let your body hang. Remember, we're not pushing, we're not bouncing. We're letting ourselves sink into this. Good, just like that. Perfect. All right. Now support your shoulders before you get up. And bring yourself back up. Perfect, good job. All right, so now we're going to work on our hips. Nice and easy, guys, right? We're going to put our hands here. Now, if it's a little bit hard, you can put your hands underneath your knee. You can use the towel underneath your knee. But ideally, I like to do this. And what we're going to do is we're going to, remember, we're lifting our knee up. Okay? We're not trying to push it inward. So we're not pressing against the hip. We're letting the hip rotate upward. Okay? And if your natural rotation brings it out, that's okay too. Don't force it against its natural movement. Otherwise, you're going to put tension on muscles that shouldn't be doing that, right? So here we go. Good. Now, for those of you who want a little bit more, yes, you can come straighter. You're going to stretch that muscle more, but be careful not to hurt yourself. You got to make sure that, you know, safety first, right? And there we go. Perfect. Other side. We're almost there, guys. Only 2 more stretches to go. There we go. Remember, we're relaxing into that stretch, right? We get that leg up. Deep breath. I know, I realized I was all very zen at that one. I was started thinking about stuff, but, you know, that's weird. Okay, so now we're going to work on the hamstring. Super important, okay? So foot down. Nothing extreme on the toe, just a nice relaxed foot on your heel, makes about a 90 degrees. Okay, now we're sitting back here. The hamstring is this entire length right here. It goes from the back of your knee all the way up here. What you have to make sure is you're keeping your back straight, because otherwise you're going to keep, you're like, I can go, look how far I can go. But that's putting all of the tension on the back of the knee. And that's not what we want. We want the tension the length the entire way. So here we are. I'm going to make sure I don't slide off this chair. Right? Back nice and straight. Foot straight. Good. We lean forward. And now you're going to feel it far different, right? You're going to feel it all the way down the leg. You're probably going to feel heat in the toes. Right? Now you're really stretching it. Why are you feeling all that? Because that sciatic nerve runs through that area. Good. And the cat. Go away, cat. What do you want? Get out of here now. Get out of here. So, the other thing, guys, when you do this stretch, your knee is going to tense up instinctively, right? You have a stretch reflex. Your knees don't know that you're doing a stretch. For all it knows is you're on the edge of a cliff, trying not to fall, right? It just knows there's a reaction happening here. It better kick in just and safe. You're in control. So you take a deep breath. Lean forward. If that knee tenses up, take a second. Relax. Good. And we hold it there, nice and deep. Perfect. And we sit back up. Nice. All right. And one last thing to do will be our ankle circles, all right? So here we go. You remember these. We're going to do a closed chain. We're going to have our heels down. And remember, guys, try to make big circles. They might be squares. That's okay. But try to get nice big circles. Now the other direction. Good. How many are you supposed to do, Chris? Doesn't matter. You know, we shoot for 10, but 10 is just a fun number. If you're short on time, do 5. If you're loving how it feels, do 15. You know, the only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to make it fatigue when you're doing this. It has to feel good. Don't do it until your ankle is tired, because then it's going to make walking really not the best. All right, there we go. Other direction. But yeah, just have fun with it. All right. There we go. 3 more to go. 1. And there we go. That's 3. All right, guys. Well, hey, listen, it's our first time back in a while. You know, we'll get back into a routine and get you guys feeling flexible again, because we can't let ourselves fall apart, especially with spring is here. The nice weather's there. We got to get out and get in shape and have fun. And all this Corona stuff's going to be over soon. So we're on our way, guys. All right. Today, beautiful weather, especially here in Montreal. Get outside, go for a walk on your lunch break, and whatever it is, you need to get that fresh air. It is so good for you. Open a window, and we will see you back here tomorrow.